Hey everybody, Graham here. So we have some big news on the Johnny and Amber front. And this news has been a long time coming. I'm kind of surprised it took this long to happen, but Amber has finally fired Elaine Bredehoft. She's going with a different bunch of attorneys for the appeal, although she is keeping Ben Rottenborn. And that's got to be a slap in the face to Elaine because they work for the same firm. But I suspect that Rottenborn's role there is just going to be to keep the new attorneys, up to speed with everything that's happened so far. So if there's a question about something that happened during the original trial, they can ask Ben, and Ben will know the answer to that because he was there. The new attorneys that she's going with are an interesting choice. They are a guy named David Axelrod and another guy named J. Ward Brown, and they are First Amendment specialists. They evidently defended the New York Times successfully in a defamation suit brought by Sarah Palin. So they do have a good track record. They are well known and all that kind of stuff. But my feeling is that trying to push a First Amendment thing here is just a really bad idea. It's well known and pretty fundamental that the First Amendment does not protect defamatory speech. And given the fact that the jury found unanimously that she had acted with malice, that she had acted maliciously in defaming Johnny, I don't think that she's got any kind of a leg to stand on. So I don't really see this going anywhere. Now, one question that I do have is that given her financial status and the fact that her insurance companies don't seem to want to play ball anymore, how's she paying these guys? I don't know. Maybe they're doing it pro bono because they feel like there's a good opportunity for some publicity here or something. I really have no idea. Just not sure why this is happening. But a First Amendment defense seems like a real loser to me. Now, the big irony here, and this is coming from some of the law tubers that I was watching during the trial and stuff, but one of the things they were saying is that she could have won this trial very easily, and all she had to do to win it was not bring the countersuit. And looking at some of the things that she said about the countersuit and the suit itself, it seems that she really only did it out of spite. But bringing the countersuit opened her up to all kinds of discovery that she wouldn't have had to go through if she had simply just defended Johnny's suit. She most likely would have won that. It is, as I've said before, it is almost impossible for a public figure, which is to say somebody famous, to win a libel suit against anyone. It's so rare that when it actually does happen, it's big news. I mean, just in the New York Times versus Sarah Palin, I'm sure that the Times didn't countersue. They just defended the suit and they won. And not to disparage the lawyers in any way, but they probably would have won regardless of who'd been representing them, because it really is that easy to defend these things. It just seems to me like somebody really needs to explain the first rule of holes to Amber. If you're not aware, the first rule of holes is that when you find yourself in one, stop digging. So, I don't know. All of this is just so completely insane to me, and I really do think that before this is all over, Amber Heard is going to be one of the most hated people in America. And it's a shame, because she probably had something to offer. Anyway, so, yeah. Big news on the Johnny and Amber front. Just on a side note before I wrap this up, to the best of my knowledge, there's no further Chris Chan news at the moment. Obviously, if he surfaces, we'll hear about it. But until then, nothing. So that's the news. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Graham out. Bye.